think this is working. Hey y'all, it's Allie and welcome back to my channel. I am really excited about today's video because I was sent these really fun little watercolor things. They look a lot like Peerless watercolors. I don't know if y'all remember, but a long time ago on a video where I show my Lovey setup, I had a palette of Peerless watercolors that I made from buying the Peerless watercolors and cutting them into squares and then like gluing them onto the watercolor paper. Anyway, that palette I haven't used because I'm out of a standard size now, the Chic Sparrow Narrow, and so now I'm in a B6 Slim size, so I haven't really made one for my new setup. But the issue is that I was noticing too that the glue, I didn't use a really good glue because they kept falling off and it was super annoying and they're just kind of floating around everywhere. So when I saw these, someone had sent me a link to these and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. Like, I want to try it out. So these ones, again, they look just like similar to Peerless where they're on a card. There's watercolor on a card, and I should probably be showing all this to you when I'm on my desk, probably. Maybe I'll do that. Also too, I just wanted to do a personal service announcement. Is that what that is? PSA? That I have been going through some tough stuff in my life. And so I did a huge ramble video on Patreon about it. So I'm having to kind of rearrange some things, say no to some things, prioritize some things. And so because of all that, I need to focus my attention more on Patreon because just some different stuff happening and I'm not able to fairly serve them like I want to serve them, because they're the ones that are really paying me to give them, you know, content and videos. I am not quitting YouTube. I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm just slowing down a little bit. So that's all. And I am releasing retired Patreon videos when they are a year old. So, I mean, people who aren't patrons will still be able to see those retired Patreon videos. But there's like tons of videos over there. I think there's over like 36. I know there's 35 or 36 videos just this year. So from January on, and then there's more from last year. So anyway, but they are retiring slowly. I just need to focus my attention to my lovely patrons because they're helping support my family and me. So that's just kind of like a PSA. So I'm really sorry that I'm not as, you know, present here on YouTube, but I just have to in this season. I just have to prioritize, and a lot of people are super understanding and gracious about it, and so that's really awesome. I'm only one person and I only have one cup, and when the cup is empty, it's not good. So I'm just trying to make sure my cup doesn't go completely empty. Empty cup equals nervous breakdown. So you don't want that. You don't want Allie to have a nervous breakdown. Anyway, I will stop gabbing. I just wanted to give that little announcement, and I'm very excited about these little watercolors. Well, I don't know if it's technically watercolor or not. I'm not sure, but they're handmade with love, it says. Says watercolor, so I guess we'll see if they're dye based. I'll try a little experiment on them, but okay, I'm going to the table now. Side note, why is this not working? This is not working. Hold on. It is a lot of weight, but I mean, there's nothing else I can do about it. Let me just say this. Does anyone know, what is this? My son just found this on the playground. It's a plastic banana stuffed with, is that drugs? Does anyone know if that's drugs? I'm gonna have him go turn it into the front office because that's suspicious looking. He busted it in half and that was in there. That's South Side, I guess. Is that drugs, everyone? Did my son just find drugs on the playground? I'm gonna see if my husband can't fix this. Goodness. I think I got it. Okay. I think we're done. Isn't she pretty? I did her last night. I think I lost what I was trying to talk about. Hold on. Viviva. These are the watercolors in question. Viviva Watercolor Sheets is what they're called. We are on autofocus. So if you can see here, it's very similar. Let me go grab my Peerless real quick. Okay, so see this? Do y'all see how Like I'm missing colors because my glue. But this was what I made for myself way back in the day with Peerless watercolors. And they're great. And they're not technically watercolors. They're actually dye-based. And so you can layer pigments, really. And so this is what I had. And so when I saw this, I was like, that's very similar. And look how much you get. That is almost the full size of the Peerless, if I recall correctly. So you've got some different colors here. Crimson. I'm not sure what this color is. Up here, it says crimson, but you know what? I think it's on the back by an accident or something. Then you have this vermilion, flesh, chrome yellow, gold ochre. You have these nice little sheets in between so that you don't get any color transfer, which is really nice. Burnt umber, burnt sienna, light green, sap green, viridian. Oh, deep pink. That's that. See that right here? It was just bound a little bit off. It was a little wonky, but that's all right. So this is deep pink right here. And then we have viridian in the peacock blue, Persian blue, violet, magenta, and slate black. I hope you could see that. I hope I wasn't out of frame. They're already bounded nicely. And so what's really cool about these is, see, I'm in a B6 slim now. And so you seriously can just do this number. Oh, boom, done. You know, I would, because I'm a little bit particular, I would make sure everything's dry so it's not, you know, getting stuff on my notebook. Yeah, this is my lemon drop, and it's gotten nice and deep, and I love it. And I just made my calendar insert for the weeks because I'm done. So anywho, let's test these boys out. Let's test them on my, you know what? I need to test them on watercolor paper. That's what I think I should do. I have some pieces of watercolor paper. That is what I will do. Yeah, let's just see if it's similar. I have my other ones over there that I can compare. So like they have a flesh color. Let's just compare that. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no notes. I never film with like an outline, and I've tried to do that before, and I end up always not following the outline. All right, so this is, you know what? Okay, I need more water. This is dirty. I want to make sure everything's like, everything's good so you can see truly what color they are, because dirty water does mess up your colors. Okay, so this is the flesh color. You only need a teeny little bit on Peerless, so let's see. Oh dear, see that's super, that's not what my flesh, I don't know many people, Oompa Loompas. Oompa Loompas have flesh like that. I bet you're supposed to cool it down, or maybe you're just supposed to use like the tiniest little bit. Yeah, if you water it down, I mean, I guess if you want, here's my issue. Not all flesh is like that. You have beautiful cocoa colored flesh and mocha flesh, and you have beautiful, you know what I'm saying? There's all different kinds of flesh. But if you want to say Caucasian, white man, so like limited. It's limited. You know what I'm saying? So if you're Caucasian, have red tints to your face, that might be your flesh color. This is burnt sienna. Let's see what that is. See, that's like that could be a flesh color. These need to be cooled down though. So like with that flesh, you would want to add like purple or something. Well, obviously. I'm kind of mixing it on the thing. You can, I guess, mix on that thing. That's kind of dark. I don't know what I'm doing. They're definitely pigmented. That is for sure. See, I'll show you the flesh tint in this, in Peerless. Same thing. You use just the tiniest little bit. Look, that looks so similar. Holy mackerel. I wonder if it's the same thing. Does that not look similar? Come on now. That looks really similar. This is the Viviva, and this is Peerless watercolor. Now I'm going to dry them and I'm going to see if they're layerable. Because that will tell me if it's dye based or what. Let's see. Let's do something that would make poo-poo brown if you would normally mix it together. Green. Here's a sap green by itself. Ooh, that's pretty. And you can't see it. I'm so sorry. See, that doesn't. I'm almost positive they're pretty much the same makeup. These long pieces are hard to put in the thing. I definitely like them for sure. Like you could do some really cool stuff. Like, ooh, okay. So as far as like the pigment, they're highly pigmented and I do not feel that they mix after dried. Maybe they do a little bit, but they seem to be really similar to the Peerless.
We turned it in and the person that we were talking to was really nervous.
Oh, really? What happened?
She was just saying that it was sand a lot.
No, it's not. They're looking at it right now in the back office, I bet you. Why would you put sand in a banana? Maybe you should wash your hands. Okay, let's see how we could do a little abstract floral real quick. So I'm just lightly touching it in the thing. Oh, that's so pretty. Can I go any further? Zoom in? Nope, that's it. I'm just lightly touching. Look how pigmented that is. And then I'm going to go in with that violet. Gold ochre. What does that color look like? Oh, that's pretty. There's that deep pink. Right here. This is amazing for traveling for sure. They're so vibrant and that would be super amazing for travel. I like them. Now, obviously the color choices are a little bit limited compared to my little Peerless palette over here. But I mean, the fact that they're like, you know, in there and you know, you can easily travel with them and whatnot. That's pretty cool. I really like these. I'm not sure exactly how much they are because I haven't been to the site. So I'll find it and I'll stick it somewhere. And look, what I'm doing is I'm picking up off the vellum. I think it's like vellum. It feels like vellum. Viridian. Oh, that's pretty. It's like a green blue, kind of green blue, kind of turquoise. That's awesome. And it's like they have kind of like swatchy type things right there. They're not super accurate, probably. Let's see, crimson. But yeah, if you wanted to just have a little set to travel, if you didn't want to take your watercolors with you, this is super easy to just close up and stick in your journal for sure. And I love the way that it's very nicely packaged. So these are sewn and it feels like it would stay together for a good long while. So yeah, that is the Viviva. You could definitely do plopping, like awesome plopping. Okay, let's plop real quick. So I just did like little bitty watercolor flowers or whatever. I'm going to plop some with them and see how they work integrating into each other. What is this? Don't even know. Okay, so I'm going to do that deep pink color. Oh gosh, that is super, super dark. Okay, so you definitely have to water them out, water them down because they're really vibrant. So we're plopping. That's supposed to be the deep pink. What is vermilion? Ooh, that's like orange, basically. I'm just like lightly touching the card. Do you see how this is not mixing now? And this is also different paper too. This is the orchid paper. Chrome yellow. Just gonna lightly touch that. Look how bright that is. Oh my goodness. Okay, see how I'm putting green over this red and it's not making poo-poo brown? I'm pretty sure these are dye-based as well. That's probably how they're able to put them on cards. You know what I'm saying? That Viridian color is gorgeous. I want to put some purple in it. Violet. If you can get it really wet, it looks like you can mix. If they're dry, depending on the paper you have, doesn't look like they mix very well. This just looks like a unicorn goodness, doesn't it? That's cool. I really like that. So they do, you can plop decently with them. But if you, depending on what paper you have, if they dry, they're not going to mix really well together. Whereas where watercolor will mix still. If you put some water in it, it usually reconstitutes. Is that how you say it? So yeah, I really like these for on the go for sure. I would definitely recommend them on the go. The Viviva Watercolors. And I'm just like not really being super careful, and I'm just closing them right up on the vellum because there's no transfer. Because it's vellum. I can feel a little bit of warping, and then you could probably pick up some of this pigment, you know, when it dries later. But this is super nice. I will link all this stuff down below. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I just want to thank my patrons from the bottom of my heart for continuing to be faithful and support me so that I can continue to share. Otherwise, I would be working and not able to film and edit and create. And so thank you so much for all of your love and support. If you want to become a patron and get all sorts of goodies like printables and all sorts of exclusive pictures, journal spreads, tips, videos, then you can head over. I'll have like a little thingy in the end of the end screen thing where you can click on that. But this is pretty cool. Like, I kind of like these. I love the rainbow awesomeness, and I will journal on that and put something fun on there. But anywho, I love y'all, and thank you so much for watching. Bye. Look at this hair. Look how crazy, how poofy my hair is. I'm sure this is like what? Princess Diaries pre-glam. Pre-glam Princess Diaries.